My beloved child, I invite you to lean in and listen closely, for a divine verdict has been officially issued in the highest courts of the universe regarding your very name. The decree that has proceeded from my throne of grace is not a distant wish, but an executed reality that stands over your life right now. Every curse that was whispered or shouted against your destiny has been shattered into 1,000 pieces. The heavy chains that sought to bind your family line, moving from generation to generation, have been broken by the weight of my glory. That dark assignment written against your future, it has been completely canceled, and the sentence the enemy tried to pronounce over your household has been overturned by my supreme authority. I am the judge of all the earth, sitting in the court of final appeal, and I have declared your case closed once and for all. All the accusations that have been hurled at you, the condemnation that tried to strip away your dignity, and the shame that has followed you like a persistent ghost, it has all been thrown out of my presence. There is no longer any record of your mistakes in my books of remembrance. I have taken the pages that held the details of your failures, and I have watched them be consumed by the holy fire of my love. I have removed every single trace of that gnawing guilt that was eating away at your peace. Every stain that the adversary tried to make permanent on your soul has been washed white as snow. As you stand before me in this moment, I see you as if you have never sinned, as if you have never stumbled, and as if you have never walked through the valley of the shadow of death. I know you have carried the crushing weight of your past for so long that you began to think the burden was part of your identity. You fell for the lie that your errors define who you are, or that your history limits what I can do with your future. But I am speaking truth into your spirit right now. The past has no authority to write another word in the book of your life. The shame that clung to your name has been stripped away, and the guilt that whispered in your ear has been silenced forever by the blood of the cross. You are not who you used to be, and you are certainly not defined by the lowest moment of your life. You are no longer trapped in that exhausting cycle of regret that has been spinning in your mind like a broken wheel. You are free, you are forgiven, and you are clean in my sight. I came to your home before the sun even touched the horizon today. I walked through every room of your heart, opening windows that had been nailed shut for years, letting the fresh wind of my spirit blow through the dusty corridors of your soul. I swept away the debris left behind by years of suffering and buried disappointment. I removed the cobwebs from the corners of your thoughts, those dark places where fear and anxiety had built their nests and were preparing to multiply. I walked into the secret rooms you had locked and forgotten, the places where you hid memories too painful to face. I flooded those shadows with my light, not to embarrass you, but to heal you and set you free from a prison you didn't even realize you were inhabiting. The walls of your mind were covered in the enemy's graffiti, lies about your worth and false predictions about your failure. But with my own hand, I have wiped it all away. I have repainted your mind with the truth of my promises. Your inner dwelling is no longer contaminated by darkness. Your heart is no longer a dumping ground for the pain others inflicted upon you. I have purified it all and made it brand new. I need you to accept this not just as a nice thought, but as a bedrock reality that you embrace with every fiber of your being. I am not saying you are perfect or that you will never feel the pull of temptation again, for you are still human with flesh and blood and emotions that can be swayed. You are still in the battle, but the difference now is that you are no longer fighting alone. You have me as your shield and your backup. If you accept the challenge of seeking my face every morning, and if you choose to love me with the totality of your soul, I will never leave your side. I am ready to lift you up the moment you trip. I am prepared to carry you when your legs feel too heavy to take another step. Even if you fall into the mud again during the heat of battle, I will not mock you. My responsibility is to make you clean again and to restore your strength, because my promises are not based on your performance, but on my unchanging character. you must keep moving forward, for your enemies are ruthless and have no remorse. They are watching you with jealousy because they see the mantle of victory I am placing on your shoulders. They know that you are stepping into a season of blessing they tried desperately to block. They can feel the walls they built starting to crumble, so they will use every weapon to try to steal your confidence. They want you to forget this conversation and go back to a life of insecurity. But you are listening to me now. You know that for your family to thrive, you must be a fighter. You must reach out with the hand of faith and grab hold of my words, even when the world tells you to let go. You are going to be blessed in ways that will leave you absolutely speechless. That problem you're staring at, the one that feels like a giant, is not stronger than the spirit I have placed within you. It will not block your destiny. Right now, as you hear my voice, I am depositing supernatural power into your spirit and filling you with a strength that doesn't come from human effort. I am equipping you with heavenly weapons. Stand up. Go forward and demolish every barrier with the courage I am pouring into you. You will accomplish the impossible.
The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. Tell me right now that you believe this. Speak it out loud so the atmosphere around you can hear the sound of your faith. No bad news will defeat you. No medical diagnosis will steal your peace. The threat of division in your family will not rob you of your joy. Your emotions might try to tell you that it's over, but I brought you here to hear the truth. I am watching over you. I see every negative thing threatening you, and I know the enemy tried to distract you just as your blessing was arriving. But your enemies are not powerful in my presence. You are stronger than they are. Stop thinking you are defenseless. Renew your mind and feed your soul with my commands. I have told you before, and I will tell you again, be strong and courageous. You live under the shadow of the Almighty, and no one can snatch you out of my hand. Hold on to me tightly so the winds of adversity cannot move you. I am wrapping you in a holy mantle to keep your heart from freezing in this cold world. I know your heart is good, and I see the beautiful compassion you have for others. That is why you must keep fighting for the dreams I gave you. Let me arrange your life according to my perfect will. I am placing on your right everything that belongs in your future, and on your left, I am moving aside everything you need to walk away from. Do not be saddened if certain people stop talking to you. That is my protection at work. Let them go without a struggle. Do not beg for the attention of those who choose to leave. They are the ones missing out on the blessing of being in your life. Also, do not hold too tightly to the things of this world, for they are nothing compared to your eternal inheritance. I am your shepherd, whether you are in a season of plenty or a season of want. I have come to rescue you and pull you out of the stagnant water you've been stuck in. My mercy will follow you into every room you enter. I will prepare a table of abundance for you, even while your critics watch in amazement. You have spent enough time wandering through dark valleys of desperation. You thought the doors of heaven were locked, but I tell you now, I heard every single prayer you whispered in the dark. I was always standing right there, even when the chaos made it hard to see me. Even when your heart was wandering in a dry wilderness, the flame of your faith never truly went out. It was that tiny spark that reminded you in the middle of the night that you have a Father who loves you. When the enemy returns with his lies, I want you to look him in the eye and say, "My life belongs to my Lord, and I am loyal to my God forever." Declare your loyalty right now. Let it become a weapon. Never doubt my love, for I have done too much for you to let you give up now. If you listen to words of defeat, you only open the door for more pain. Trust my promises more than the advice of those who do not know me. Say it with your mouth, "I believe in my God today and forever."
My love is a gift that will never be withheld from you. If you feel distant, it is only because the blows of life have tried to dampen your fire. But look inside. Your faith is reviving. The light is returning to your eyes, and the darkness is running away in terror. You were not meant to live in spiritual poverty or constant frustration. Your home is here, in my peace. I am confirming the sign you asked for through these very words. You asked me to speak, and I am speaking. Listen to the tenderness in my voice. I love you, and your case is closed. I don't even remember your mistakes. You have made the brave choice to walk away from the past, and I am going to make sure others see the value and intelligence I see in you. They will recognize that you are standing on the rock of truth. You are an heir to an eternal covenant, surrounded by my heavenly armies. Now stand up and go rescue your family. Tear down the gates of struggle with the power of my word. There are blessings with your name on them, but you must be willing to fight for them. Let me polish you until you shine like a diamond. Do not be nervous when new opportunities arrive, for I have searched the world and chosen you for this moment. I heard your thirsty soul crying out like a deer for water. I tested your faith in the desert to see if it was pure enough to become an indestructible sword. You passed that test, and you didn't look back. I see your heart, and it brings me joy. You are the one I want to use to show the world what my love looks like. I'm only asking for your whole heart, not a divided mind. Don't think your dreams have expired because of your age. I can make every desire reborn in an instant. You will accomplish more in this coming year than you did in the last 10. Stop replaying your old mistakes in your head. Your case is closed. Don't waste time in the darkness of what if. I am your lawyer, and I am your judge. Your sins have been paid for, and you've already walked through the fire. The river of living water in front of you is real. It's not a mirage. I am standing here with my arms wide open, holding your certificate of freedom. You will never be a slave to fear again. Shout it out. I am forgiven, and I am alive. Your suffering ends this very hour. My divine breath is clearing the clouds away from your sky. A new day is dawning. Every step you take from now on will lead you toward immense happiness. I dedicate these words to you, the one who takes time to talk to me. Don't get discouraged. Your faith is beautiful to me. I am healing every old wound and giving you an unshakable confidence. Rest tonight knowing that tomorrow will be even better. Feel my hands on your head right now, directing your path. I am going to rain down surprises on you, but I need you to stay close to me every day. You don't even have to speak. Just close your eyes and feel the affection flowing from my heart to yours. I want your peace and your prosperity. You might think you are unimportant, but you possess the greatest treasure. You know me. You have a sensitivity to the spirit that many lack. I will open doors for you that are locked to everyone else. Never envy the path of the wicked, for it leads to a dead end. Walk with your head high. You are welcome in my house. There is a miracle waiting for you if you decide to believe. I am the God of resurrection, and I can heal any sickness or discouragement. You will see my power manifest when you hit a wall. I will part the sea for you, or give you wings to fly over the obstacle. Do not let negative words tear you down. I am a consuming fire, and I am burning up everything that tries to hold you back. Look at your hands. I will perform miracles through the work you do. Look in the mirror and see my child, the one I love. Thank you for listening to me today. Let these words calm your heart. Calm down, little heart. You are not alone. Close your eyes and let me dry your tears with my mantle. I want you to leave this moment strengthened and afraid.
You are surrounded by my eternal love day and night. You have a firm conviction that you are going to win, and that conviction is the truth.
The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. Years of pain are ending right now. I am removing the remorse and the sadness. You are worth so much more than you know. Every day, make a list of the blessings you see, the air, the food, the family. You will realize that I have given you so much. Lift your hands and give thanks for this place and this time. I have given you the power to choose joy. Don't let anyone steal it. Your help comes from the Lord. Assistance from heaven is pouring down on you like a waterfall. It will rejuvenate your body and fill your mind with new visions. Learn from my word and come back to me every day. My Holy Spirit will always show you the truth and protect you from false promises. If you ever have a doubt, just pray. I am here. I have always been here, and I am never letting you go. My precious child, listen to my voice as it carries the warmth of 1,000 suns. For I am opening your spiritual eyes and breathing a secret into your heart. I, your heavenly Father, am your eternal shield. No force in this world or the next has the authority to wound the soul that rests in me. I want you to feel the power of these words as they vibrate in your chest. Say it with a boldness that shakes the foundations of fear. My Father is standing beside me, and no shadow has power over my life. Be careful, my little one, with the gift of your speech. Do not let your tongue become a weapon of bitterness or a source of dark rumors. Let your words be seeds of light, especially when you speak of those who labor beside you and serve you with a faithful heart. If you have stumbled in your words, or if you have let a lie slip through your lips to those who provide for your needs, do not hide in the shadows of shame. Step into the radiance of my presence right now, for I am the God of the second chance, and the third and the 1,000th. I forgive your mistakes. I wash your heart until it shines. But I ask you to walk with me every single day in the quiet sanctuary of prayer. I desire to lift the heavy iron of guilt from your shoulders and dissolve the poison of remorse in your mind. I endured the weight of the cross and conquered the silence of the grave, specifically so you could walk through this life without the chains of mental or spiritual agony. You are beautifully human, and I know that in this weary world, your bones, your emotions, and your thoughts will grow tired. Even my most devoted servants throughout history felt the sting of exhaustion. They tripped over their own feet and lost their way in the fog. But their greatness was found in their humility. They didn't stay down. They turned back to my altar of grace. They stood up with renewed fire, and they marched toward victory without ever looking back at their failures. I am calling you to that same altar this very moment. If your spirit is flagging, if you feel you have failed those you love, or if a destructive habit has taken hold of your will, come to me. I am touching your lips with a holy coal and purifying your heart. You are completely exonerated. Leave the cold ashes of your past behind you. Do not visit the graveyard of your mistakes. If you must look back, look only at the mountains you have already climbed and the victories we have won together. You have had the faith to overcome before, and I promise you, you will do it again with a strength that will surprise even yourself. I am wrapping you in an embrace of pure love and sending you back out to face life with a heart made of iron and a soul full of light. You are my champion, and I am the hand that holds you steady. Close your eyes for a moment. Place your hands over your heart and feel the current of my peace flowing into your veins. The storms of adversity have been screaming against your life, and I have heard every one of your cries for help. When you hear my voice, even the wildest winds must fall silent, and the waves must lay down at your feet. I am setting your feet on a rock that cannot be shaken, so you can stand tall while the world around you trembles. It is time to raise the sails of your hope. Do not be terrified to venture into the deep water. Even if the ocean of life throws insults and attacks against your boat, keep your gaze locked in mine, for I am your captain, and I have never lost a ship to the sea. I know the weights you carry feel heavy enough to break you, but I am the silent partner lifting the other side of that burden. Be patient with the process and do not lose heart. As you face these challenges, I am infusing your spirit with a supernatural energy. When you wake up tomorrow, the fear that once greeted you will find no room to stay. Trust me when I tell you that the stress of this hour is a tiny shadow compared to the blinding joy of the blessing that is arriving at your doorstep. You are being elevated to a higher level of existence, and you will soon realize that choosing me as your king was the greatest decision you ever made. Give me your agony, your confusion, and your terror. Let them fall away as we walk hand in hand. Do not waste another breath on resentment or the poison of a grudge. Hatred and envy are cages, and I have come to break the locks. This season of crisis is reaching its final page, and a new chapter of holy, sublime favor is beginning to unfold. We are walking together toward a total transformation, not just a small change, but a complete rebirth. You are going to be a beacon of light for your family and a living example of my grace to everyone who crosses your path.
Why do you worry so much about shadows that will never manifest? You often forget that you are the beloved child of the Creator of every star and every atom. Feel the electricity of my love. Receive the wisdom that I am pouring into your mind like clear water. My potential lives inside of you, and your words are like seeds. When you speak with faith, you are planting a forest of miracles. In the season of harvest, the fruits of my blessing will rain down on you so abundantly that you will not have room to store them all. Treat every soul with kindness and walk through this world with the radiance I gave you on the day you were born. Tell me right now that you believe me, for your confession of faith is a song to my ears. If I say everything will be all right, I need you to let go of the steering wheel and let me drive. If you keep worrying about the things you gave to me, you will only exhaust yourself for nothing. Let me lead you to the green pastures and the quiet waters where your soul can finally breathe. I do not want you to lack a single thing. I want to saturate your life with divine tenderness. Do not fear the shadows on the horizon, for I am the fire that never goes out, and I will never let go of your hand. I see the moments when you feel weak and invisible, and that is why I am whispering directly into your soul right now. Instead of running in circles of panic, come sit in the stillness with me. Rest for a while. Stop trying to solve the problems of the future or the chaos of the world. Focus on the heartbeat of your spiritual life. Feed on my word. Pray for those who hurt you and show mercy to the ungrateful. Even if they attack you, respond with the love I showed you on the cross. While the world talks of war and conflict, you will be the one talking to me, standing as a pillar of peace for your household. Keep a record of your prayers and watch how I answer each one. I know what you need before you ask, but I want you to exercise your faith because it is the muscle of your spirit. Even when everyone around you is shaking with terror at the signs of the times, you and your family will remain in a bubble of my protection. While others see only disaster, you will be the witness to great miracles. The time of your liberation is closer than you think, so keep praying, keep fighting, and keep living with your head held high. Nothing is too difficult for the God who created the heavens with a word.
Tell me that you love me, for I delight in the sound of your heart returning to mine. My affection is the medicine that heals your old wounds and the compass that guides you through the desert. My presence is a crystalline river. I want you to submerge yourself in it until every trace of the world's dust is gone. It has been so long since you let yourself be this happy, this protected, and this loved. The season of loneliness is a closed book. I am removing the discouragement that has made your spirit sick and replacing it with a motivation that will move mountains. My promises will be the oxygen you breathe and the words you speak. If you ever feel the cold wind of loneliness again, shout into the darkness that I am with you. If you are weighed down, bring your heavy heart to me, and I will give you the rest that no sleep can provide. I am your shepherd, and I have the perfect provision ready for every need you will ever have. I am strengthening your roots by the water of life so your family can eat the fruit of your faithfulness. If you are searching for a love that never fails and never asks for a price, you have found it here in me. Others may promise you the world and leave you when you are empty, but I am the friend who sticks closer than a brother. I do not want your money or your perfection. I want your heart, your loyalty, and your willingness to start a new chapter. Stretch your faith towards the future and be patient with the timing. Say to me, I surrender my life to you, my King. And I respond to you. I receive your faith, and I am opening the floodgates of heaven over your life. The cleansing I am doing in you is not a quick fix. It is a deep restoration of your very foundation. I am removing the rot of old lies and labels that the world tried to stick on you. Your soul is clean, the air is fresh, and you are ready to be who I created you to be. Stop punishing yourself for sins I have already forgotten. Stop rehearsing the reasons why you don't deserve my grace. I am the judge who has thrown out the case against you. The charges are dismissed and the record is clear. When heaven looks at your name, it sees the signature of my righteousness. Don't listen to the voice of the enemy who wants to keep you in a prison that has no doors. He is terrified of the person you are becoming because he knows that once you grasp your true freedom, he loses all power to manipulate you. The intensity of the battle right now is only proof that your breakthrough is enormous. The enemy can sense the shift in the atmosphere. He knows I am about to release a wave of favor that will change your health, your house, and your heart forever. He wants you to focus on past disappointments, but your history is not your destiny. The doors that were slammed in your face in the past have nothing to do with the gates I am opening for you now. The decree has been signed in the throne room, and the angels have their orders to protect you. Your past has been erased, and your new story starts with this breath. The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. You are the one I have chosen to break the cycles of pain in your family line. You are the chain breaker, the curse crusher, and the one who will show the next generation that it is possible to be free. It is a big calling, but you will not carry it for a single second by yourself. I am giving you the wisdom, the courage, and the financial provision to build a future that looks nothing like the past. Everything that was stolen is being returned with interest. Everything that was dead in you is coming back to life. Nothing in your life has been wasted, not even the years you spent wandering or the tears you cried in secret. I have been collecting it all to use for a purpose that is bigger than you can imagine. You survived what should have destroyed you because I have a master plan for your life. Just when the enemy thought he won, I stepped in and changed the verdict. I have declared you free, and that word is final. The chains are gone, the fog has cleared, and the weight is lifted. A new era is arriving, and you are stepping into it as a person of power and authority. You are redeemed, you are favored, and you are ready for the mission I have for you. I am making a way where there was no way, and building bridges over canyons that seemed too wide to cross. Walk out of the darkness and into my light, for the victory is already yours, and the best is yet to come.
My love for you is eternal, and my presence will be your constant companion until we meet face to face. My beloved child, I am laying down an expansive boulevard where there has never been a path before. I am engineering a grand highway through the trackless wilderness of your life, creating a bridge over the canyons of your past. This magnificent new road, this gateway, this solid bridge, this charted route is specifically designed to carry you from the coordinates of your current sorrow to the destination of your divine destiny. It is the vessel that will transport you from the trenches of exhaustion to the high ground of my favor. It will move you from the barren soil of your private deserts into the lush, flowering gardens of my abundance. I am transferring you from the cold, iron cell of your old habits into the sunlit palace of true spiritual liberty. As you journey along this sacred way, as you step through this open door and navigate this fresh passage, I want you to burn this truth into your heart. You are not walking this road in solitude. I am your advance guard, clearing the thorns ahead of you. I am your constant companion, steadying your elbow when the ground is uneven. I am your rear guard, shielding your back from the whispers of the past. I am above you as a canopy of light, and beneath you as an unbreakable foundation should your knees buckle. I am surrounding you like a warm wind, and I am within you, knitting your spirit back together from the inside out. I am the one fighting the unseen battles that keep you awake at night. I am the one ensuring that goodness and mercy are the footprints you leave behind you every single day. You are entirely submerged in the ocean of my affection, my provision, and my constant protection. There is no shadow deep enough to hide you from my eyes, and no mountain steep enough that I will not help you summit its peak. There is no fire hot enough to burn you while I stand beside you, and no flood deep enough to drown the hope I have placed in your soul. I am your sanctuary and your impenetrable fortress. I am the high tower where the enemy cannot reach you. I am the shield that catches every arrow and the defender who speaks your name in the courts of heaven. I am your rescuer, your provider, and the very source of the breath in your lungs. When you feel hollow, I am your sufficiency. When you feel frail, I am your courage. I am the peace that settles over your mind like a soft blanket, and the joy that bubbles up when the world expects you to cry. Because I am your everything, you truly lack nothing. There is no need you carry that I cannot satisfy, and no dream you harbor that I cannot bring into reality. Every door you knock on, I hold the key to open. Every river you must cross, I am the one who makes the water shallow for your feet. I am your skill, your wisdom, and the very insight that helps you navigate the complexities of this world. My love for you is not a wage you earn through perfect behavior. It is not a prize for your achievements or a reward for your sacrifices. My love is an unconditional, unwavering, and unstoppable force that existed before the stars were born and will remain long after the earth grows old. It is there when you are strong and when you are trembling. It is there in your moments of great faith and in the hours when you feel completely faithless. Nothing in all of creation, no spirit, no person, and no circumstance can ever sever the bond of my love for you. This love is the singular constant in a world of shifting shadows. It is the anchor that holds you steady when the winds of life try to pull you out to sea. It is the lighthouse that guides you home through the thickest fog of confusion. And it is this very love that motivated me to step into your life, to clean your heart, and to break every curse that ever tried to define you. I have shattered the iron chains of your past and declared your case permanently closed. I took your broken pieces and I am making them into a masterpiece of grace. I reached into your darkness and pulled you into my marvelous light because you are worth fighting for. You are precious, treasured, and absolutely irreplaceable in my kingdom. You are extraordinary and remarkable, crafted with a beauty that the world cannot understand. You are equipped, you are prepared, and you are finally ready to receive the inheritance I have been storing up for you since the beginning of time.
The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. Everything the enemy tried to extinguish in you is now a roaring fire. Everything the world tried to bury is being brought into the sunshine. I am liberating you from the heavy hand of cold religion and the narrow confines of tradition. Where fear once paralyzed your feet, I am now mobilizing you for a grand adventure. Where doubt tried to silence your song, I am confirming your worth with an eternal yes. I am pulling back the veil on the shame that tried to hide you, showing you that you are beautiful in my eyes. I am emptying the prisons built by guilt and mending the fractures caused by betrayal. I am putting you back together, piece by piece, until you are restored to the original magnificent design I had for you before the world began. You are being repositioned, reestablished, and reignited for a mission that only you can fulfill. This victory I speak of is not a perhaps or a maybe. It is a certainty that is anchored in the very heart of God. It is absolute, definite, and guaranteed because the war has already been decided. The triumph was secured when I walked out of that grave and sat down at the right hand of my Father. When I cried out that it was finished, I meant that the plan was executed perfectly and your debt was settled down to the last cent. Because your case is closed, you have my permission to finish the book on that painful season. Turn the page on the struggle, lock the door on the suffering. You can wrap up the collection of hardships and seal the container of bondage once and for all. It is over, it is halted, it is canceled. Every weapon forged in the dark to hurt you has been melted down. Every trap set for your feet has been dismantled by my angels. The enemy has been found guilty in the highest court, and his power over you has been stripped away. He has been exposed and humiliated, led away as a prisoner while you walk free. He has been crushed and disintegrated, and as his influence fades from your life, my presence is expanding to fill every corner. My voice is growing louder in your ears, and my grip on your hand is becoming more secure. I am taking the lead in your life in a way you have never allowed before. I am assuming authority over your bills, your health, and your relationships. I am showing a level of power and energy that will leave you breathless with wonder. What I am about to do through you will leave you stunned and immobilized with praise. A wave of blessing is rushing toward you right now, a wave so massive that you must expand your heart just to hold it. Do not stay in the small, cramped places of your past thinking. Stretch your faith and broaden your vision. I am building a new infrastructure within you, a stronger foundation, and a larger capacity to carry the glory I am pouring out. I am architecting a new system of peace and engineering a mechanism of joy that will sustain you through any storm. Your resurrection is not a future event. It is happening in this very second. I am causing the world to see you through my eyes. I am revealing your true identity and the depth of the anointing I have placed upon you. People will see the strength of your character and the power of your testimony. They will be shocked by how you flourish and bloom in the middle of impossible circumstances. And when they see it, they will know it wasn't by your strength, but by my supernatural intervention. You deserve my worship, not because I demand it, but because I am the one who rescued you. I am the one who stood in the gap and called you by name. I am your Alpha and your Omega, your beginning and your end. And my commitment to you is eternal. When the enemy tries to whisper that you aren't worthy or tries to reopen the case I already closed, you point him to the cross and tell him the debt is zero. Stop living like a prisoner on parole
and start living like a child of the King. You don't have to look over your shoulder anymore. You don't have to wait for the other shoe to drop. It is finished. You are drenched in my love, marinated in my grace, and saturated with my power. I have rooted you in my truth and anchored you in my peace.
The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. I love you with a fire that will never go out. That is the beginning and the end of the story. You are mine and I am yours, and we are walking together into a future that is more beautiful than your wildest dreams. My precious child, let these words sink deep into the soil of your spirit, for they carry the ultimate truth that illuminates every dark corner of your existence. This is the solid rock upon which everything else in your life is built, my absolute, unwavering affection for you. It is a love that never tires, a passion that never fades, and a commitment that knows no boundaries or end. This love is the very force that swept through the hallways of your soul and purified your dwelling. It is the power that snapped the ancient curses and pulverized the heavy iron chains that once held you immobile. Because I love you, I stood at the gates of your captivity and swung the prison doors wide open, declaring that the case against you is permanently closed. My love did not just look at your mistakes, it covered them, pronouncing you fully forgiven and announcing to all of heaven that you are clean and you are free. This love is the engine of the impossible, the catalyst that shifts the seasons and transforms the very fabric of your reality. It is the hand that redeems your past, restores what was stolen, and breathes life into dreams that have long been buried. I want you to rest in the certainty that this love will never, ever fail you. It will never turn its back on you or leave you to wander in the cold. Unlike the love of this world, mine is not a shadow that disappears when the sun goes down. I will never reject you, nor will I ever let you experience the sting of disappointment at my hands. I will never use your vulnerability against you, nor will I seek to manipulate or dominate your will. My love does not seek to suppress the beautiful light I placed inside of you. It seeks to fan that spark into a glorious flame. Every moment of every day, my love is working to build you up and infuse you with a strength that is not your own. It is here to lift you when the path is too steep, and to carry you when your own legs can no longer move forward. I am your defender in the secret battles, and I am the partner who walks beside you through every valley and over every mountain. We are in this together, collaborating on the masterpiece that is your life. I am dreaming with you, hoping with you, and believing in the victory that we have already won. You and I will triumph together, and we will rejoice in the harvest of your faithfulness. I am the one who laughs with you in the moments of sudden joy, and the one who catches every tear you shed in the middle of the night. My love is an eternal yes that lives within you, reaching beyond the limits of time and the restrictions of human understanding. It is a gift given without condition, without hesitation, and without a single question of your worthiness. In me, you are safe from the biting winds of criticism and the coldness of mockery. Instead of judgment, I offer you my warm embrace. Instead of accusation, I offer you my absolute validation. I am filling your heart with a peace that the world cannot take away, and a security that cannot be shaken by the news of the day. My care for you is marked by a tenderness that is as soft as a whisper and a kindness that is as vast as the sea. It is grace upon grace, mercy upon mercy, always and forever. This is the message I want you to carry in your heart as you go about your day. And if you feel the warmth of this blessing, do not keep it hidden in a jar. Let it flow out to those around you who are starving for a kind word. There are so many of my children who are still sitting in the dark, unaware that the prison door is already unlocked. I am calling you to join my army of light, to be a messenger of this good news, and to help me mend the broken hearts of this world. If these words have moved your spirit or brought a sense of calm to your storm, share them with a friend, a family member, or even a stranger who looks like they're carrying a heavy load. By sharing this light, you are participating in the great restoration of all things. Let the world know that the Father is still speaking, still loving, and still rescuing. To seal this promise in your heart and to signify your readiness to receive every drop of this blessing, simply speak your Amen with confidence. I am with you, my champion. I am for you, my beloved child. Go forth in the strength of my love and know that the best part of your story is being written right now. My peace I leave with you. My love I give to you.